Om Shri Ganeshaya Namaha, Om Shri Saraswatyaya Namaha, Om Shri Gurubhyo Namaha, Om Shri Kuldevtai Namaha, Om Shri Shri Pada Shri Vallabha, Om Shri Nrisingha Saraswati, Om Dattatreya Gurubhyo Namaha.
TTD Bhakti TV presenting Shri Guru Charithra Chapter 36, Code of Brahmins Daily Rituals. There lived a pious Vedic Brahmin. He did not take food at others. He would beg alms of corn and maintained on the same. His wife was discontented and hot-tempered. A rich person came to Ganagapur for Samaradhana, feeding Brahmins and others. But as this Brahmin did not accept food at others, his wife also was not invited and she was discontented for not having good, delicious food and sweets. Once a very rich person came to Ganagapur to observe Shraddha. He invited all Brahmin couples and offered good dakshina, money, clothes and rich delicious food. She told her husband about this. He said, "If you wish you can go there, but as I do not accept food at others, I cannot come." The wife went to the Brahmin host and said, "My husband does not take food at others. Can I come alone to you for meals?" The host said, "I invite Brahmin couples. So you can come with your husband." The wife could not know what to do. She came to Sri Guru Narasimha Saraswati and narrated to him her grievance and said, "I like to enjoy rich, delicious food. But my husband does not take food at others and so I am also not invited by anybody." At present a rich Brahmin is inviting all the Brahmin couples and offering them good dakshina, clothes and rich delicious food. Kindly advise my husband to accept this invitation. Hearing this, Sri Guru smiled and asked his disciples to call her husband. When he came, Sri Guru said to the Brahmin, "Your wife desires to take delicious food. You should accept invitation of the Brahmin and fulfill your wife's desire. Married women should not be displeased." The Brahmin said, "Gurudev, I am observing writ of not taking meals at others. But as per your Adesh, order, I shall accept this invitation." This Brahmin couple went for meals at the rich Brahmins who offered them good, delicious food. While dining, the Brahmin wife observed that dogs and pigs are also dining with her. Being disgusted, she got up, returned home and told this to her husband. He said, "I had to break my writ for you and accept food eaten by dogs and pigs." Both then came to Sri Guru. Sri Guru asked the wife, "How did you enjoy the food of the rich Brahmin host? You always blamed your husband. Now are you satisfied?" The wife said, "Gurudev, I am a silly woman. I broke the writ of my husband by asking him to take food at others. Kindly forgive me." Sri Guru said to the Brahmin, "Your wife's desire of taking delicious food is fulfilled. Now she will act as per your wishes. I will tell you the rules of acting as per the order of religion. If a Brahmin is in need of a Brahmin for some religious function and for anniversary, Shraddha, you should go for meals. If you do not go, you will be committing an offense. You should take food at the Guru, disciple, maternal uncle, father-in-law, brothers and saints. If you recite Gayatri mantra, you are not offended." The Brahmin then asked, "Kindly tell me which and at whose house the food should be avoided." Sri Guru replied, "Good-natured Brahmins should not dine at one who takes service from parents, who is greedy, who gives in charity displeasing his wife and children, who is proud, armed or a teacher of flute or outcast, who lives on begging, who praises himself and cajoles others, who does not observe Vishwadev. He should also not dine with a guru who gets in rages, who is cruel, adulterous and a pretender, who forsakes his wife, a woman who lives forsaking her sons and husband, a Brahmin, who sells wine and does the profession of a blacksmith, a washerman or a gambler, one who is a prostitute, a thief, a doorkeeper, who teaches a Shudra by taking money, who sells horses, who is Haridas, Kirtanaka, one who does not bathe and does not observe Sandhya and Shraddha, who is treacherous, who despises others, one who forsakes his parents and cajoles his guru, who kills a cow, a Brahmin or a woman, one who does not give in charity, who has no issue, who despises one's food and praises the food of others. Food at such persons should also be avoided. If one takes food on Amavasya, he loses virtue of 1 month. Unless one's daughter has an issue, one would not dine at her house. All these sins are wiped off if one abides by one's own religion. The Brahmin further asked Sri Guru, kindly tell me the code of daily rites of a Brahmin. Sri Guru replied, I will tell you the code of rites of a Brahmin as narrated by Prasha to the Rishis in the Naimisharanya. One should get up on Brahma Muhurtai 2 hours, 5 Ghatik hours, before the sunrise and bow to Sri Guru in God. Go to the southwest for excretion at a place away from the residence of people and the source of water. One should do excretion, sit facing the south at night and facing the north in the morning and the evening. Arms, hands and legs should be washed with soft earth and water. He should take 2 achman, taking 10 drops of water saying bow to Keshav, bow Narayan, bow to Madhav etc. If there is no water at hand you should touch the right ear. Fire, water, Vedas, sun, moon and the wind are the deities who always reside in the right ear. Holy places on the palm. Brahma Tirt is at the root of the thumb, Agni Tirt is on the palm, Pitri Tirt is at the root of the thumb and the forefinger, Dev Tirt is at the ends of the 4 fingers except the thumb, and Rishi Tirt is at the root of this small finger. While offering turpan to forefathers, gods and rishi water, till etc. are to be poured through the respective tirtas. Achaman, saying bow to Keshav, Narayan, Madhav. The little water on the Brahma Tirt is to be taken in the mouth and is to be drunk. The little water is to poured in plate after saying bow to Govinda. If one is touched by a Shudra of an impure one, if one becomes wet in the rains, if one comes home from a funeral, one becomes pure by taking 2 achamans. Washing of teeth and mouth. Teeth should not be cleaned by the atun stem of some tree, on Pratapada, Shashti, Numi, Dwadashi and on Saturdays, Shraddha and wedding days. This does not mean that the mouth, teeth and tongue should not be clean at all. Only the atun should not be used on these days. The atun sticks should be taken of barbul, karanj, palm, ahada, or umber trees. After use the atun should be thrown to the southwest. Bath Snan morning bath gives one lust, strength, life, intellect, pleasure and nutrition. A grihast and vanaprasth should bathe in the morning and midday. A yati, tapsi on sannyasi should bathe thrice while a brahmachari should bathe once a day. If these is no sufficient water and in case of difficulty any one of the following alternatives may be chosen. Agnisnan means to stand in the sun. Mantrasnan means to sprinkle water on body after reciting a pohistadi mantra. Bhusmasnan means to apply bhusma or vibhuti all over the body. Vayasnan means to take the dust at the feet of the cow. Tirthasnan means to bring the idol of Vishnu in the mind. After saying a pavitra etc. if water is sprinkled on one's body, it is like a bath. A weak person should sponge his body with cloth dipped in warm water. Healthy persons should bathe with cold water. In case of difficulty do apsnanai, wash hands, feet and rub the body with a wet cloth. If cold water is not tolerable, hot water bath should be taken. Water itself is pure. Heated water is more pure. A grihast should bathe with hot water. He should take a chaman in the midst of the bath. Females should not bathe over their head daily. In the bath at home do not do aghamashan, saying of mantra wiping off the sins, and turpan, offering till to gods, forefathers and rishis. Do not take hot water bath on the day of birth of a son on day of Shraddha or death on Sankranti, Purnima, and Amavasya. Take the dabha in hand, tie the hair on the head, shikha, with them, enchant the water of your bath with a pohishta etc., mantra and 3 gayatris. Take cold water first and then hot water. While taking bath in the river, face to the flow of the river and do aghamashan. In the bath at home, turn your face to the east in the morning and to the west in the evening. Bath purifies the body if taken after weeping, vomiting and sight of bad dreams. A grihast should not wear wet and saffron cloth. He should have upvastra such as the upatta. If there is no upvastra, the credit of the bath goes to Rakshas. The Brahmins should wear white dhoti and should have a cloth, a dupatta or a shawl on the body. Bhusma or vibhuti. After bath one should apply bhisma or vibhuti as per Shastra rules. If it is not available gopi chandan should be applied. Devotees of Vishnu have vertical lines of bhusma, tripundra, on the forehead. For acquiring long life one should apply bhusma with the middle finger, For devotion use the Tarjani i.e. the second finger near the thumb. For food use the Anamika i.e. the fourth finger. Bhasma should not be applied on the day of Shraddha, thread, wedding and other ceremonies and after funeral bath. The bha, kind of grass. These are required for Brahma Yajna and Tapan, the Ova, Wala, the bha, Kush, Kunda, wheat, paddy, mola, nigramota, bhadra and musta are the 10 kinds of grass which can be used as the bha. The bha should be brought on Bhadrapadan Shravanima Varsyash and stored and used for a year. Brahma is at the end of the dabha, Rudra is at the root and Vishnu is in the middle. Pavitrok, ring, of the bha should be kept in a finger. Sins are wiped off due to this. While doing jap, recitation, tap, penance, homa, sacrifice, and chanting of Vedas, gold or silver rings should not be taken off, for wearing the dabha pavitrak. Ring should not be put in the Tarjani by one who has father. Ring with 9 gems destroys sins. A Brahmin should have a ring with at least 1 gem. Sandhya. A Brahmin should start Sandhya after bath, early in the morning when the nakshatra, stat, is visible in the sky. He should offer aghyas, offering water, to the sun at sunrise. If the normal time for the aghya has elapsed, one more aghya should be given. Mundish demons are always fighting with the sun. To nullify the obstruction in the rising of the sun, these aghyas are to be given. These aghyas strike the demons like weapons, and in order to wipe off this sin, one has to move round oneself saying Asavadityo Brahmar. Recitation of Gayatri. After this recollect the names of rishis etc. and recite Gayatri mantra. For this purpose a wreath of Rudraksh, coral beads or white stone beads should be used. The wreath should not have any broken beads. One should observe non-speaking, while reciting. One should recite the morning and midday sandhya after standing and the evening sandhya after sitting. Recitation of Gayatri at home gives 1 credit, if done outside it gives double credit. If done on the bank of a river the credit is 3-fold, and if done at a cowshed or a vrindavan, tulsi plant planted in the hollow stone or in brick construction, the credit is 10-fold. The recitation at a place of Agnihotra gives 100-fold credit, at a holy place or near a shrine of God it gives 1000-fold credit, while recitation near Vishnu gives crore-fold credit and near Shiva it gives immeasurable credit. Recitation made while sitting on a broken wood plank causes misery, and that done while sitting on grass, causes loss of good fate and glory. Recitation done while sitting on a stone causes disease, that done while sitting on bhasmasan causes cure of diseases. A blanket seat gives pleasure, a seat of the skin of a black deer gives knowledge, while that of the skin of a black deer gives knowledge, while that of the skin of a tiger gives salvation. Kushasan causes hypnotism and destroys all diseases and sins. The appearance, Dhyan, of the Gayatri in the morning sandhya is of Kumari. Her color is red, her clothes are red. She is riding a goose. She has 4 hands and 4 heads. The appearance of Gayatri in the midday sandhya is of a young lady. Her color is white. Her clothes are white. She is riding on ox. She has 5 heads. The appearance of Gayatri in the evening sandhya is of an old lady. Her color is black. Her clothes are black. She rides Garura. She has 4 heads. Sumukha, Samput, Vidit, Vistrit, Dvimukh, Trimukh, Chaturmukh, Panchamukh, Shanmukh, Adhomukh, Yapanjalik, Shikit, Yampash, Gritit, Anmukhonmukh, Pralamba, Mushti, Matsya, Kurmar, Varaha, Singhakranti, Mahakranti, Mudgaran Pulliva are the 24 mudras, poses. Recitation of Gayatri with mudras is more fruitful. Gayatri has 3 parts, pad or charan, and they should not be recited without pause after each part. Muni means mind and Tre means pran, soul. Recitation of a mantra should therefore be done with the union of mind and soul. A brahmachari and a grihast should recite Gayatri mantra 108 times daily. A vanprasth yati or a sannyasi should recite it 1000 times. In case of difficulty one may recite it at least 10 times daily. Recitation in the mind is the best. Whispering in mouth is medium and loud recitation is worst. While reciting, with a wreath, do not transgress the menu or the head bead. If it is transgressed 3 pranayams should be observed. Reciting Gayatri a crore time fulfills all desires. After jap, upstan, prayer, should be recited while standing. Bow to tend the Shas, directions, gods, Brahman, Guru, pronounce one's gotra and birth name and end the ritual of Sandhya. The home should be swept daily, land kept clean. The earthen floor should smeared with cow dung and water. Rangoli, stone powder, designs should be drawn in the courtyard and before the shrines of worship. A grihast should keep a cow, a shalagram, soft black round stone as Vishnu, Gaya and Griyagni at home. A Brahman should perform Sandhya daily and should also worship gods daily. One who does not worship gods is like a beast. In the morning the worship should be done with 16 upchars and in the night, light of ghee, aarti, should be waved before the shrines. Yama punishes those who do not worship gods. The 8 places or objects of worship are as follows. The shrine of gods, the stando, earthen elevated construction for fire of sacrifice, the Agni, fire, the sun, the water, the heart, the Brahman and the Sadguru. The Brahmin males should worship gods with Veda mantras, while the females and Shudras should worship with Purana mantras. Flowers brought from trees in the forest are of medium value. Those purchased are worst. The flowers grown by oneself in one's house garden are the best. Flowers eaten by worms and having holes should not be used. Shri Durga should not be offered Durva, a kind grass. Kevda should not be offered to Shri Shiva. Tulsi should not be offered to Shri Ganesh and flowers of Dhotra and Rai should not be offered to Shri Mahavishnu. Keep the pot of water at the left hand, all the articles of worship at the right hand. 16 upchars of worship should be observed devotedly with panchamrit, mixture of milk, curds, ghee, honey and sugar. Shankh, conch, should be kept on the left and ghanta, bell, on the right hand. After bowing to gods, do Achman and the Sankalpa, pronunciation of desire of worship mentioning the time, year, ayan, ritu, month, paksh, fortnight, dark or bright, titi, particular day of a month, nakshatra, star, places of various planets on the day and purpose or desire of worship. Then start ordinary bath with water, panchamrit, abhishek, pouring water, chanting Purush Sukta, Vishnu Sukta, Shri Sukta, Lakshmi Sukta, Rudra Sukta, Pavana Sukta, etc. As per devotion, all or particular sukta or suktas may be selected for abhishek. After abhishek, dry the shrines with a piece of cloth and place them at their places and offer clothes, ornaments, gandha, halad, kangam, flowers or wreaths, tulsi, bell leaves saying, "Give me shelter, protect me." Withered followers taken out of the shrines should be touched to one's head and nose and kept aside to be immersed in the river or rivulet. The bhasma scented sticks be applied to forehead and the teert, holy water of bath of gods, should be drunk. For purification of food and wiping off 5 great sins, one should do Vaishwadeva in the morning and in the evening before meals. Homa in the morning is a sacrifice for God. Bali is given for the ghosts, and turpan is the sacrifice for forefathers. At the time of dinner, one should wait for a guest. If a guest comes, give him food. If he is a yati, give him food and water also. Before taking meals, wash your feet, hands and the mouth. If an unknown person dines with you, offer him food at a distance. There should not be distinction of food for persons dining at a time. After 4 chitrahutis, take 5 pranahutis. Observe mourn during meals or at least up to pranahutis. Do not leave things in plate except little for your wife. There should be no noise while taking water or liquid articles. If while dining the lamp goes off, then stop taking food till the lamp is replaced. While dining, do not see and hear the words of females in monthly course. Do not touch each other when dining. If gases pass, if the food contains worms or if there is vomiting, then stop dining. If hair is found, it should be put off and the food should be sprinkled with teert. If onion and garlic are taken, one is deprived of Brahmanism. Sattvic food increases knowledge, while tamas food increases ignorance. While dining, first take liquid articles and then take others. Last, a portion should be half taken and half should be poured down. Wash your mouth with the forefinger. For purification of mouth and fingers, 2 achmans should be taken. After dinner, take pen and hear Purana. Evening Sandhya etc. and meals should be taken as in the midday. It would be better if articles prepared with milk are taken in the night. Do the professional work during the day. Saupath should not be chanted after sunset. Before going to bed, bow to the god and dedicate all the karma, acts, of the day to him. Going outside at the fertilization period of the wife is sinful. During this time of the first 4 days Purvakal, Mool, Magha and Revati stars should be avoided for conjugal act. There should be no conjugal act on the Shraddha day and during daytime. If these rules are followed, even a grihast is a brahmachari, i.e. follower of Veda Shastras in conjugal act. One should not enjoy with an older female. There should be no feeling of despise or grief at the time of the conjugal act. The Brahmins who behaved as instructed by Sri Guru attain good Palok. Jai Gurudatta Sri Gurudatta. Benefits of reading Sri Guru Charithra or its Parayana. Devotees who read Sri Guru Charithra or perform its Parayana experience a spiritual joy and also material well-being. Some devotees perform the Parayan for their physical and mental well-being. Numerous are the instances in Sri Guru Charithra where we see different people from across the country who came to Sri Guru were cured by him by his mere kind glance. Even today devotees experience his blessings by reading Sri Guru Charithra repeatedly. There are specific chapters, adhyayas, in Guru Charithra which are believed to cure specific problems in life. Here are a few. Adhyay 8 for birth of a wise and intelligent child, Adhyay 14 for solving employment or job-related problems, Adhyay 17 for education and overall development of children, Adhyay 18 for financial well-being, Adhyay 20 to 21 for black magic or evil spirit problems, Bhut Pret Para, Adhyay 10 and 38 for financial upliftment and success in business, Adhyay 13 and 45 for health-related problems, etc.